Okay, greetings. This is Classic Games Redefined. My name's Rich. We're doing another Why That video. This is a little bit different. I'm actually going to speak to a specific audience here with this, and that's the chess world. I have concerns about this game Bughouse, which is a game I'd highly recommend anybody trying. If you're interested in doing a chess-like game, I immensely highly recommend it. But my main conversation, my reason for doing this video, has to do to speak to the chess community. And my concern that the chess community at all, the chess world, pretty much has contempt for the game. They don't view it seriously. So this video, which I'll try to go into some of the good points later about it, is specifically targeting that community in question. Okay, so what we'll have here is, let's go a little bit of my concerns. I'm going to address some of the reservations they have for it, but before that, actually, let me go a little bit about the history and stuff of the game. This game currently doesn't have a world champion, doesn't have a world championship or federation backing. They do tournaments in it, but like FIDE, the U.S. Chess Federation, hasn't adopted, therefore the contempt for it. They just don't take it seriously at all. I can give you a Susan Polgar quote about the game and others here, and I'll do it this here. Reading for Wikipedia here, and I'll have a link below for this. Bughouse chess is controversial among scholastic chess teachers. The majority view is that it does not have a positive effect on novice chess players. In the words of Susan Polgar, if your children want to play Bughouse for fun, that's okay, but just remember it's not chess and has no positive value for chess. In fact, I absolutely recommend no Bughouse during a tournament. Pretty much another argument is that it distorts the typical patterns recognized in it. I think problems are actually deeper than that. They have reservations with. There's pretty much anybody who gets really behind a game and that's what they're committed to will end up the sacredness not one being there. Somebody once said, I want to play the same game Kasparov did. So anyhow, what we have here is we have the normal setup where player side, you will capture piece past your opponent and they can drop it on the board, which is one of the issues they have with this is the drops. And that's the Bughouse, meaning insane. And that's the reason why you can do that. You can just pick up a piece. Oh, I'll capture it here. I need a person goes here. I need a black piece. So let's say they captured a pawn. You can drop that any place and also can promote to a queen. Well, I think that view there is people think it's insane, everything else. Shogi actually uses it. So another point I want to address here is about the messing up of the patterns. You know, the chess world will advocate and play for Chess 960. And that's another game they play on a higher level. And there's also cases against blitz or speed chess. But that's actually where the chess community is actually heading now. So anyhow, this is a relatively popular variant that picked up in the 60s. My speculation and theory is that it probably came into this Pacific. People saw Shogi, introduced it, decided to mix it here and played it with the whole drop move. Because it's similar to what happens with Shogi. Anyhow, this goes out to the chess community, chess world. There's good points to this game, people, here. One thing is that you learn the basics of chess move. I mean, everything's the same here. Knights move, pawns move forward. There's just the drop. And there is also, depending on the version you have, which would benefit from standardization, but there isn't a federation behind it. So, there's the drops. You learn the basics of the chess move, right down to even castling. It fosters teamwork, because this is a team game. And you're going to be calling a partner, right? You need a certain piece under the pressure of the clock. That's why we have two clocks out here, just so you see them there. We have two clocks for that reason. Okay. There's the fostering teamwork. This is also interesting to watch. If you want to generate spectators, I mean, chess, I'm going to be blunt, has a degree of arrogance behind it. I think it's oftentimes the only game in town. But, yes, you will do it through the academic route, and people have it, but we don't have Bobby Fischer around to actually do recruiting. So it's actually to have anything you can do that will draw an audience in is worth watching. Like, I mean, speed chess, for example. But this is interesting to watch. And those are major reasons we have here. Well, let me give you another one here. I mean, the thing is you look at, well, the partnership's chaotic and everything else we can do it. Let me propose a variant idea for you. What if? Here's a simple idea. What if one person played both sides here? and you manage the clocks. You could do multiple of these boards here and do a shift where I'm battling one person, I'm battling two opponents, do a tournament simul. I'm going to do a Mutator Monday on that, but anyhow. So there is plenty of good here. I would plead with the chess community here, take this game more seriously. If it can help you foster the growth in chess and get people interested into it, that's fine. And if it's fun, this is like out of Searching for Bobby Fischer, the movie, where Josh Watkins' character is getting fed up with chess in the movie. And so he decides to go back and play the street, and it's as though you ruin the game. If you ruin the enthusiasm for a game, and you don't generate enthusiasm or interest into it, what's the point of having your, quote, purity? So anyhow, these are arguments I want to make the case for taking this seriously. Please, Chess World, take this game seriously. It's not fitty. Somebody get a federation behind this game. Back it. Promotes. Yes, it gets chaotic, but that would be interesting for people watching to do it. Yelling out, hey, I need a rook, and then handing a rook, capturing a rook, and giving it to your opponent, and then dropping it down to do it. And that drop move, which is the big deal they make about, comes from Shogi, which is a game that's played seriously, and they have tournaments there. So that's my take on this, and this goes out to the chess world. I'll have links below to this on Board Game Geek and stuff that I'm going to recommend people go check it out. And you're just going to need 2 boards and get 2 clocks. This is just, the clocks should be a little bit different. This is just what they have here for this. So anyhow, okay, that's it. I do want to thank you for watching. May or die. Always roll 5.